This video was brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Tikyo, and I'm just fucking chilling. Ow! Hey, you son of a bitch! Oh, hey! Hey, it's this fucking guy, the Chao Nation, baby.
I'm around.
What's up, bro? What are you doing?
Going on? I don't know. I'm just walking through here.
You fucking bumped my shoulder, man. What the hell?
I wanted to go eat some traditional Japanese food, so I'm going to TGI Fridays. You want to join me?
That sounds like an awesome idea. Let's go get some food. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm in an elevator in Japan. Gonna do the peace sign, baby. Gonna get some food. I love you all. I love you all. Especially you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, yes. So I was jerking off the other day, and yeah. Hey, well, oh, hey, Jano's here. Jano, what's up, bro? Jino. I keep thinking, whenever I see your name, I want to say like Gyno or Jino.
Oh, no. It's Jayo.
I thought your name was like Joe for a little while.
I had a bunch of people call me Joe, actually.
This is a question I had for you. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, this is him. We're going to do an interview. Enjoy. Hi, everybody. My name's Tkyosam, and this is YouTube. And he's also on YouTube. Have you ever wanted to be over 30, live the life of luxury, live and travel anywhere you want, have a wife that's not going to yell at you next time you go on a 1-month trip to Japan with a 1-year-old baby? Well, that's what you got to do to be this guy. Oh, shit. I mean, I also have interesting hobbies, too.
Hopefully.
And you know, etc., etc. Anyway, welcome to my buddy, my friend, my brother from another mother, the sexiest of all the sexy, the original the original China vlogger. Oh, Winston's going to kill him.
No.
What is it? It's just, you know, I like to try to share all different kinds of perspectives here on YouTube in my videos, and this guy is definitely one of those dudes who you got to get to know. If you like my videos, you're going to like his videos, because, you know, he's living the kind of, you know, the hands-free, I don't even know what you fucking call it, the non-9-to-5. He's been unplugged from the system, just like me, but he's slightly older. He's like maybe the older, slightly healthier version of Sam. You know
I'm
what I mean?
basically what will become Sam in about 5 years. He will become this.
Yeah, he already told me.
Lose all the hair.
I have to lose the hair. That's part of the contract. He is my Al Pacino. I get to be Keanu Reeves with a shitty Southern accent. Oh, I know. Law and order. Yeah. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah. Let's just get down to the deep, dark, and dirty and sexualness that is the Chao Nation. Chao Nation. How do I fucking say your name?
In Chinese, there's a phrase, Jayo. That means add fuel. It means whatever you need to succeed, you add it. So Ja means to add and Yo means fuel. So I thought it was...
Can I use that in reference to drinking to make this video sound fun?
We are adding fuel. We are Jayo.
Jayo. Wait, this Cantonese. He's Jayo. Well, I'm a Saudi Ma. We're going to learn about him. We're going to learn why he got on YouTube and why he's in Asia. And just basically get to know this guy so you guys get sold. We need you to sell me on why they need to come over to your channel.
Okay.
ABC. A always be closing.
Always be closing.
See, this watch costs more than your fucking car. No coffee. Coffee's for closers. First question. Okay. So, what were you...
You are shit. Hit the brick, son, because you are going out.
Yes.
I used to know the whole thing.
The whole fucking thing.
Always because always.
I'm the guy that they call when screw-ups like you can't get to do their fucking job.
Best role ever.
So when did you first when did you first move physically to Asia?
2009, September.
Okay, how old were you then?
I don't know. It's 8 years before now, so I was 30.
So what were you doing in your life up until you were 30?
From Detroit to Fort Lauderdale to Vegas. I am an import-export businessman, so I have my own company designing and producing products for people in America, and I produce things in China and send them over. So I do product design.
Okay, so you do product design, and that's what sent you to China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting beat up by the factories and then getting beat up by the customer. And you're just kind of between the whole thing, like a vice.
Noise.
Not nice.
Noise. Wait, so that's what brought you to China. So before that, that's what you were doing, that you're an entrepreneur, self-employed. What were you selling from China and bringing to America or whatever?
Casinos like to buy shit, whatever they can get to get the person into the casino. So if it's your birthday, the casino will call you and say, "Come on in for your $1 birthday present," and then, hey, maybe you'll spend $100 at the casino slots, you know. So I was the guy that helped buy incentives for the casino to give out to the customers so that they can get them in.
Stuffed teddy bears and shit.
Everything from coffee mugs to sunglasses to little toiletry kits. But my thing was I designed everything myself. So you could get a generic coffee cup, or you could come to me and I could design something a little bit more special that might get that person in. So that was kind of my hook.
Okay. So why did you say fuck America? I'm going to, you know, chow mein country.
Well,
was it the women? Was it the women?
No.
Was it the women?
Actually, I left my girlfriend in the States, and I bailed on my house my whole life. I had a big business opportunity, and I put all my money into it, and it failed because China screwed up the quality of the product, and I had to fix the situation, which cost even more money. And so I was sitting down one day and like, what the fuck am I going to do? And I said the only thing I can do is either quit or move to China and figure out how to do my business. And so I moved to China.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you had a house or you were renting a house?
I was renting a house.
Okay. You had stuff, but you got rid of the
cars are gone. You know, everything, all my material possessions gone. I moved into a 30 square meter apartment in Ningbo, China.
Ningbo. It turns out my uncle's great grandma or great aunt was the first missionary in Ningbo. She has a whole Wikipedia page about her. He wanted me to point that out too, which I don't give a shit about, but he wanted me to say.
There's some actual beautiful churches in Ningbo, so maybe it was a missionary.
Yeah. You know, she was the first legit documented missionary from Australia or somewhere, I think, something like that. So you ended up moving to China to fix the situation with your current company.
Yep.
And then you just fell in love and stayed there. Like, what's the deal? Like, I mean, 9 years is a long time, man. You know.
When I flew to China, I gave myself 5 years. I said, you go through a process when you go to a different country. You know, like the first year is probably lonely and frustrating. The second year you're starting to get your foot. The third year you start to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And then once you're comfortable, that's when you start to really make things happen. You know. So I said I got to give it 5 years, and I've been there ever since. So after that 5-year limit, I kept staying there because I was on a roll.
So you met your wife and you had your baby there. So you moved there, you got settled. How long into your living into China did you meet your wife?
Well, we were business partners originally. I had my own trading company for a while. Then she pointed out that I was getting totally raked over the coals by my previous agent. In China, you have an agent that helps you do business with the Chinese factories and everything.
Yeah.
And I found out through Annie, who was my friend at the time, that I was getting screwed. Like, I was really getting raked over the coals with pricing.
Yeah.
And so Annie helped me to transfer my business over, and she was helping me do it legit, which was awesome because when I was getting raked over the coals with pricing, she took over my business. I was able to give a little bit of a discount to my customers, but still make a lot more because I wasn't.
You were getting more.
I was getting more in the end.
Difference.
Yeah. So we dated for a while, and I always told her that I wanted, hey, I love you, we can have a wonderful relationship, but I'm going to be traveling around the world. I'm going to be living this life of travel. If you're okay with that, then we can maintain a relationship. And so, I mean, it's a weird circumstance because I'd always intended to go.
Yeah.
You know.
And she was kind of down with that. She's like, okay, you do you. I mean, you're both kind of free spirits.
Yeah.
But I bring up his wife because not many dudes, I don't know, I love seeing him. He should be the foundation for a lot of your guys' stuff because he's like, it goes to show that you can get what you want in life and you don't need to settle for like, well, I mean, she was the hottest girlfriend I had at the time, and I mean, her father's business did need somebody. No, none of that shit. Okay, listen, like you want to travel the world, but you still want to have kids, or you can find somebody. I think every successful relationship is based on one thing only. Can you guess what that is?
I don't know, but it's going to be profane, right?
No.
Oh, no?
Yeah, surprising. Anal sex. If she doesn't take it, yeah.
That's what I was
She's not doing it, no. That should be the one that... Every relationship is based off of communication. You got to understand each other.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
Honesty.
Honesty, well, in Japan, I live in Japan, there's no such thing as honesty. But there's, it's like communication is really important. If she knows clearly, and you've said it clearly before, she can't get angry at you. It's like, why are you leaving? I told you. This is what we're doing. And so there you go. But anyway, yeah, so you and your wife obviously have some clear communication because she understands. Now, you go on, like, when I saw you the first time, I was like, I thought that you weren't married, or that you were like married to a woman who had a kid, and that's why she allowed you to go off and do whatever you wanted. When I first saw that, I was like, oh yeah, he married a single mom, and of course she has no other options, so she has to clean up. That was like the first second impression. I was like, oh, okay. But then I watched some of your other videos, and I was like, oh wait, that's his kid. He's known her for a while. Okay. So tell the men here, and the ladies, all two of them who watch my channel.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
You and you.
Yeah, the one in the corner over there. But you said you're going to go out on these trips. How do you and your wife maintain such a cool relationship?
Well, I mean, the child aspect was something that came up. I climbed Everest last year, and so it was before my summit, my expedition.
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
The fucking mountain.
The big one. And so it was before I was supposed to go to Everest, and then afterwards I was going to leave on the trip.
Oh, yeah.
And Annie asked if she basically proposed it like this. She says, "You love travel, you love seeing the world and recording it." And she's like, "For me, my travel, see the world, is being a mother." So like for her, that was what she wanted, and it was kind of an unsaid thing that we were going to sort of go our separate ways after I left, and she knew that was going to happen, but she wanted to have a child, and she knew that if she wasn't going to be able to find somebody as a catch like this guy, you know. So
I gotta admit that is pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good-looking dude, but she wanted to have a child, and so she asked me if she could have a child with me.
She basically Big Lebowski'd you.
Big Lebowski? Like, how would that
watch the Big Lebowski? Because, you know, he's like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm doing yoga. Why? It increases the chances of contraception.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, I want a child. I don't care if the father's there or not, but I want a child.
So she knew how I was going to live. She knew what she was going to take in if she was going to have a baby with me. And so we both kind of thought about it. It wasn't a quick decision. It was a long discussion. And in the end, I thought it would be an interesting opportunity to have a child. Her father would be traveling around the world, seeing the world, and it wouldn't be normal. Yeah. But you don't have to be normal to have an interesting life. You know what I mean?
I love that though. That's awesome.
Yeah. And she's 16 months old right now. She's beautiful.
Congratulations! I've seen her, baby. She is fucking adorable. Oh my god! I saw he has a video called 14-Hour Flight with Baby. And did she cry at all? Like temper tantrum?
She was so fantastic. It was amazing.
Both ways, coming to and back?
No, the way back she was a little rough. She freaked out and it went back and hit the headrest, and then it was over. She was screaming so loud the whole plane woke up.
Oh god.
But whatever. You know what? You appreciate things when you're a father. Like when you're not a father, you're like, shut that fucking kid up. What the hell? But when you are a father, you're like, you gotta accept it, honey. You know, everybody else here is gonna live with her. You know.
Yeah. I wish they should have like a baby mute button or like a baby capsule area in the plane. Oh my god! But you know, when you're rich, you know you can fly in your jets anyway, and it's so good. Why did you travel with a baby?
Well, she went to visit her family in the States. My family. It was kind of we kind of when we decided to have Eva, we kind of laid out a few ground rules because we weren't sure where I was going to travel to and everything. And I said, I have to be sure that I'm around for her first birthday, and then so we'll take her to America. So that was like the deal. So when we sell it in China, it's really crazy. Like the the baby's birth is huge, and then the 1 month birthday is huge, and then there's all these kind of like specific dates. But the 1 year, although it's big in China, it's not as big as other days. So I decided to grab that and say that's my big America day. So we took her to America and celebrated her 1 year with my family.
Do you think when she's older she's gonna watch your videos?
I hope so. Could you imagine having a series of videos that are like composed videos of your life up until...
And then your kid's like, fuck that.
Jeez, that would be a nightmare.
20-minute long videos, Dad? Fucking 5 minutes. What the hell is
Hopefully she likes it. Hopefully she likes it.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up before we got into the meat and potatoes of it, even though it's like 20 minutes into the interview, just because it's like, I feel that's... Like
not a lot of people
but I don't think anyone's
not a lot of people. I don't talk about that a lot.
Oh well, I don't know a lot of people who just do what he's doing right now, or at least like who are vloggers on YouTube who do that thing. I think that's awesome that you can find that compromise with that person and be like, yeah, we're cool.
It's not easy. It's not easy, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it.
No,
there are trials and tribulations, and she'll get sick and I'll worry from here and I'll feel like maybe I'm a bad dad because I'm away, but it always kind of comes back to a balance, and the fact that we've already agreed on it. And
to be fair, I don't really remember anything until I'm about 6 or 7.
Right.
You know?
And so when she's that old, maybe she'll join me on the road.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. I mean, like, yeah, it's a baby. Just feed it and make sure it doesn't die, They're not making memories. They're not working on RAM, They're fucking just in with new and out with the old.
Daily.
7 until they develop a hard drive. Yeah, so it's just like, but anyway, I thought I'd bring that up because I know there's some frustrated, there's these guys who watch my videos and they're part of this movement online called Men Going Their Own Way. And I learned that finally because you guys kept fucking posting it in the comments. It's MGTOW. It's basically men who hate women. And they're like, I never want to date women. And I'm like, dude, women are awesome. Women are great.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, well, it's like Louis C.K. said, like, a guy will rip your arm off, but he'll leave you intact as a person. A woman will steal your soul and kill you. But, I mean, still, with that being said, though, I love women. Women are great. And so, I just thought that's a good example of being like, you don't need to compromise your own way of living in order to get something that maybe other people think is impossible. And anyway,
stick to your guns and don't manipulate too much, Like, don't try and I'm going to be this guy that I know that she'll like, but I'm really this other guy.
Yeah.
Just be yourself the whole time. And then there's no, she can't come back at me and say, you told me you were going to stay around and you told me that, I've always been honest. She was too, so.
She made this really strong. You want to try to sip of this shit?
Yeah, I do.
It's ooh. Well, I mean, maybe I'm just being a pussy. Maybe it's just not that strong. Is it strong?
Oh, that is good.
What about the alcohol content, though?
My penis just shrunk. Two more sips of that, I'll turn into a vagina.
Is it?
It is a foo-foo drink.
But is it really? How's the alcohol content?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, maybe it's down to the bottom. He was getting the top.
Okay, I was taking the top off.
I just take it that way. Let's just put it that way. I love my drunk milkshake. Hey, I was drinking a beer earlier. I got my man points in for the day.
You only one. You had two.
I had two.
You had two, right?
I had two and some cigarettes.
Yeah.
Do you speak Chinese or?
My Chinese level is conversational. It's not great. I can make people, I can make people laugh, and as long as I can make people laugh, I think that's the most important.
Can you go up and say where's the best blowjob parlor and stuff like that?
I'll give you. In Chinese, blowjob is cui xiao.
Cui xiao. Cui xiao.
It's basically play the flute.
Nice.
There's a flute called a xiao that's really long, and so to play the flute,
yeah,
cui xiao. Yeah.
I just want to go up to people and be like, where are the hot sluts? And I'll be in Japanese. I'm in a bar of Japanese people. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but whole point is, it's
your bartender would be like, I'm right here.
Yeah, I'll be like, what's up? Where's the... she's a mother. Don't you talk about her. Start a big fight with him right here. Don't you dare talk about my bartender. It's okay. This isn't one of those sleazy stuff. This is a family restaurant. TGIF. This is the fucking movie version of shenanigans right here. So, I guess, why did you start making YouTube videos?
Well, I was climbing Mount Everest, and I had a TV show in China before. I produced it, directed it, hosted it.
A Chinese TV show?
I actually taught local Ningbo dialect, which was interesting, which in China there's different dialects for different areas.
Wow, okay.
And so that taught me how to do video, and then I was planning to climb Everest, and I wanted to make videos for Everest. But, you know, when you're doing videos, you can make one, like, a really long documentary. Like, you could have done, like, a 2-hour documentary about your climb.
Yeah.
Or you could have broken it down, like, because it was right around when Casey Neistat. You know, he was doing these daily videos that had, like really high-quality production.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to challenge myself to really capture the daily grind of climbing Mount Everest. Because every single day you're doing, like, something interesting. So that's when I started. And today I'm on number 400. We recorded a little vlog on my channel too today, and and that one's down 452. So I'm on, you know, I've been trying to do daily. I do it 90% of the time. I'm on daily 95%.
452 daily vlog or something?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's like more than a year. God damn.
Yeah. I'm over 365 for sure.
Wow, dude,
Yeah,
holy
cool.
shit. And you have a drone and everything. I mean, that's the thing, like, about
A drone?
Yeah, a trike, yeah. You keep saying tricycle and I keep thinking of, like, that little red tricycle. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, you basically, like, you go to a country and then you take your bike and you travel around on your bike. Trike. Don't you fucking get that wrong.
Hey, man. It's a trike.
It's a trike, okay?
Real men ride trikes.
Real men ride tricycles. It's
Don't
coming
say
back.
tricycle.
See,
Trike.
there you go.
Trike sounds a little bit
No, it's just
masculine.
be like, don't call it a frou-frou drink. Call it a nice hot tabby latte. No, it's a frou-frou drink. No, okay, so he's on a trike. It's one of those bikes where you basically sit down and, like, sit down comfortably, like in a recliner position,
Recumbent.
and you basically just lay back and you just let your legs do the pumping, which must be hell when you're going uphill, right?
It's great when you're on the flat, but when you're going uphill, it's brutal. Because normally on a bicycle, you can get up out of your seat and you can use your body weight, but on a trike, you can't. It's all in your hips and your knees.
Do you normally just get out and push the bike up the hill?
You can't, because the trike sits lower to the ground, so you can't. It's not like a bike where you can hold it and push it up the hill.
Yeah.
You've got to, like, there's no really way to push it up. So my gearing goes so low that you get to such a low gear that it's easy, but it's super slow. You know, it's really slow.
God damn.
Yeah, it takes me a while, but I'm in no hurry.
Japan has a lot of hilly areas, especially in Kyushu, so god damn.
Well, I went to Hakone. That was 21 degrees. We had one hill that was 21 degrees. I don't know, you know, it's pretty steep.
God damn. That's not bueno. Shit, so you're basically, your YouTube is based off of you going to all these different places in the world, and you ride your trike around, and you basically, like, it's kind of like a travel daily vlog about you and your experiences there. I saw your one where you climbed Mount Fuji. Again, guys, selling point on how different. Again, if you want normal, go fucking watch, I don't know, some fucking bullshit, whatever, fuck. This guy not only climbed Mount Fuji, he climbed Mount Fuji during the off season, when you're technically not even legally allowed to climb.
I got some shit for it.
And he climbed during the off season. And I love that idea because it's not. I live in the biggest city in Asia, but I hate crowds. You know, it's like, and so him going on the off season, I was like, that's so smart. There's nobody there.
4 people on the whole mountain.
That's beautiful.
4 people. I climbed Mount Fuji twice, and the first time I climbed was during season. I mean, each rest area, I don't know, it's just a zigzagging path that goes up the volcano, but each place was packed with, like, hundreds of people, and it was just clogged. You had to, like, it was like at a dance club, you know, you're pushing your way through.
Yeah.
But this time it was like we owned the mountain. It was fantastic.
That's awesome. So it's like, so you go around places on your bike. What countries have you been to?
I've been to Germany, I've been to India, Malaysia, Singapore, you know, all the Southeast Asia countries, New Zealand, North Korea. I've been to North Korea. I ran a marathon in Pyongyang. Me and Kim Jong-un rubbed shoulders.
You're American and you went to fucking North Korea?
Yeah, why not?
I know, right?
Why not? There's probably a very long list of why nots to go.
What? How? Fuck. Okay, we're gonna take some time on this really quick. Wait. because I saw, actually, I'm jonesing you guys. I saw his running in, well, I mean, I didn't see it, but I saw that you made a video of running a marathon in Pyongyang. How did that get set up? What's that stuff about?
Well, I mean, I live in China, so there's a flight from Shanghai to Pyongyang, and so a friend of mine actually approached me and said there was an opportunity to run a marathon in North Korea, and I said, when am I ever going to have an opportunity to go to North Korea? And this was before it really kind of blew up. They were doing some nuclear testing, but it wasn't where it is now. So I was thinking, you know, if I was ever going to have a chance, why not? You know? So I did a 5-day tour. I ran a marathon around Pyongyang. I visited the north side of the DMZ, which is crazy because everybody goes up the DMZ is the line that breaks apart North and South Korea.
Yeah.
So I was able to like really get an interesting perspective and talk to some of the locals, and they had a whole museum about hating Americans. It was like an anti-imperialist museum, and we were the imperialists, obviously. So it was very
being an imperialist. You guys ever play Skyrim? Imperial for the win. Fuck those Nords. No, that's awesome. Shit.
Yeah.
And wow, so you literally went to North Korea. Shit. I've always been interested in going there, but I guess now it's kind of, I think they ban Americans now from going there.
There's harder. It's harder. It's basically what China was 30 years ago, 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like before, like Mao Zedong style China. It's very interesting.
Pretty old school there.
Yeah.
Shit. So. Yeah, you've been to all those different countries, so why use a trike? Why not use a bike where you have that bike seat just shoved in your ass like these guys right here on the TV? Shoving that bike seat right up there.
You know, it's funny you say that because the trike is interesting because a few reasons. First, it takes all the weight off your dick. So
that's good.
There's a lot of guys that ride a long distance tours and they go like sterile.
Yeah, they go sterile.
Or they'll get like some sort of weird cancer in their balls. And I don't like cancer in my balls, so that was a selling feature right off the bat.
Nice.
Beyond that, you're sitting down in a position where, you know, like if you want to stop your bike, you put the kickstand up and you turn the bike to the side.
Yeah.
But I got computers and laptops and cameras and tripods and things like this, so I like to have a very stable vehicle.
Base, pretty much. Yeah.
And so this was very cool for that. On top of it, it's so unique that, like, the whole objective of me traveling is to try to get, like, I could visit, like, monuments and museums and shit like that, but the real interesting thing is meeting people.
Yeah.
You know, and seeing different sort of cultural norms in people, actual people. And the only way you can get people to interact with you is to be different. And when I ride down the road in that trike, it draws people in. Like, they actually come to me and they ask, oh, what is that? Where are you going? And these types of things. And they've led to so many different experiences just because I've had that trike. If I rode through on a bike, I don't think I'd have half the amount of content for my channel, one, and life experiences, two, that I could have. You know, so it's great.
So, okay. Yeah, you're pretty healthy for a guy that...
And you're healthy, you know.
And your balls work.
And my balls work.
It's awesome. Well, I mean, I think we have the proof is in the pudding, right?
Right.
That's awesome. So what's so on YouTube? Who's your inspiration besides Casey Neistat? Because I love Casey Neistat too. I have a video of his I watch every Tuesday to Friday. I don't watch it Monday. I watch it Tuesday to Friday, and it's called Casey Neistat's Guide to Life. And somebody took a compilation of all the clips of him giving good advice, and they put it into 2 clips.
Oh, wow, that would be cool.
Yeah, and I watched that as a motivational video that I watch. On Monday, I stick to only Louis C.K. and other comedians. Fuck you. Louis C.K.'s awesome. He didn't even rape a chick. What the fuck you crying about? Come on. It's bullshit. He ain't Bill Cosby. Sorry, this is his video. But anyway, point is, I love Louis C.K. I love comedians, and so I always want to start off the week funny and in a good mood. And so by watching comedians that I find funny, that gets me good for the rest of the day, and good for the rest of the day, and good for the rest of the week, pretty much. But I really love, Casey Neistat's amazing. I watch his stuff. He's just so inspirational. I mean, he literally came from trailer park to millionaire kind of thing, just from his creativity alone. but I mean, like Casey Neistat's definitely one of my inspirations. Another one is JonTron. He's a video game reviewer kind of guy. But I mean, what about you? Who are some of your favorite?
I originally came from looking at TV shows, so like I got inspiration from people like Mike Rowe of Dirty Jobs. You know, he traveled around. He did things that nobody like. The thing I liked about Mike Rowe is he was taking an angle that nobody thought of. You know,
I love Dirty
Jobs. Who wants to chronicle Dirty Jobs? He did, you know, and he made it his own. And he made it interesting, you know. And so, like, Mike Rowe was really good. I liked, like, Anthony Bourdain. You know, he travels around. He's got a cool attitude. He's himself. He doesn't try to be anybody else, you know? And
Anthony Bourdain.
And when I got into more YouTube, there was Casey Neistat, but there was also, like, Philip DeFranco. I kind of like how he sits down. The way he delivers information is very quick and very precise.
Yeah.
And so, you know... And every day I look on YouTube, there's all sorts of new people coming up with interesting videos, and you know, but those four were like the core group. I would have to say Mike Rowe was the original. I kind of liked his voice when he talked. He had this kind of really heavy, you know, very narrative voice. You know, and I thought that was interesting. And I like the podcast of Joe Rogan.
I love Joe Rogan.
I love Joe Rogan. He is his own. All of these people are their own person.
Yeah,
you know?
they're them.
They are them.
That's the thing I think you guys are gonna like about him. I mean, he is what you get, and most of the time, it's like you'll get like somebody hamming up a character, even though
trying to be something else.
I've been known to do that from time to time. But I mean, for the most part.
He's a funny guy. I mean, he is the guy. He's
as long as you don't mind the rape jokes. I mean,
don't like the raping.
Jello pun. See, that guy gets it. Anyway,
you're taking credit for a laugh.
Yeah, right. It's fine. It's good. I called it. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, that's the cool thing about you. It's like you're doing it consistently, and if you're meeting people like on and off, I mean, like, you know, it's good. It shows that, like, you know, you have something of value to offer. And for me, it was like to meet you. Well, like, first reason I wanted to meet you was because, well, first off, you're friends with Winston and Matt, and I knew those guys. Hold on. A big shout out.
Winston was an inspiration as well. I mean, we're talking about people that I watched even before I came to China. But when I came to China, it was Serpenzon and Laowai 86 and these guys that I saw that really inspired me to do the actual vlog itself.
Yeah.
Because they were in China doing similar things that I was planning to do, which was a Chinese-based vlog. So,
So it's just, I mean, we all have our different inspirations, but yeah, I mean, I think when you guys watch his stuff, you get what you see, and what you see is you're going to want some more.
Hopefully.
I have some more funny questions for you. So the next question is, when did you bury your first hooker? Oh, that was your question to me.
September.
Sorry. September. It's at least we know now. Answered. Out of the way. Out of the ballpark. So what's the importance? Why do you think everyone should have a bucket list?
Well, a bucket list, the connotation you have to add to that is how many items on that bucket list. It's very easy to come up with a 10-item bucket list, like the 10 most important things you want to do. But I made a 100-item bucket list. And once you get into the 20s and then into the 50s and then into the 80s, you really got to dig deep and find out what you really want out of life, you know?
Yeah.
And so that was the first thing I did. I came up with a bucket list and I said, what do I want to do? Like, what is really important? And sometimes working behind that desk, maybe sometimes having that family, maybe you find out those things aren't maybe as important or are, or you know what I mean? And so when I came up with my 100-item bucket list, I joined all those points around the world where I'm going to do the wingsuit jump in the Swiss Alps, where I'm going to learn how to scuba dive in Indonesia, where I'm going to, swim with great white sharks in Cape Town. So, and the path around the world wound through each of those bucket list items. So that, for me, that was really important.
Wait, did you really swim with great whites?
I'm not to Cape Town yet. When I get there, yeah. Everest was the first item on the bucket list, climbing Mount Everest.
Did you climb any other mountains before Mount Everest?
When I decided to climb Everest, I had never climbed a mountain
Sweet Jesus, take that, Everest. It's like playing the hardest level of Mario without even playing the first level. Shit.
So in order to climb it, I had to start climbing mountains so I could have the experience. So I climbed next to Pakistan and China. I climbed a bunch of tall peaks in China, and I got the experience necessary to do Everest, and I did the expedition. Just caveat, I didn't summit. I ended up passing out on the mountain. I had some health problems right before the Geneva Spur, which is, I mean, Everest was right there. It was right there, but I had to make a decision. Do I want to sacrifice my life potentially, or do I want to say I had an amazing experience and push myself to the limit and turn around? And I did that.
Is that more than halfway up at least?
I was right there. I was just a few thousand. I was 1,000 meters from the summit, which was very close, considering it's 9,000, 8,000 meters. So.
Sweet Jesus! So he got like 8/9 of the way there. Holy shit! So what's okay? So bucket list proves what you really want in life. Why is it important to be positive all the time and not be, a cynical asshole like some YouTubers are?
Hey, there's a market. There's a market for those guys. There's a market for being dour and pissed and looking at the negative side of things, but I don't have time for that. You know, the world is fucking amazing, and there's so much of it. You know, I could go through a city one time of year, and then go through a different time of year, have a completely different experience, all together positive but totally different. I'll tell you a story, real quick. My sister, I have two sisters. One of them passed away a number of years ago. And although I love my sister, she was extremely negative. And she died in a horrible way, and she had a lot of problems, as some people do. She was always a very negative person, and when I was around her, it was always a cycle of negativity. Like, she would lose a job opportunity, and she would say, "The world is against me," and I would look at it and say, not necessarily, but I would look at it.
I say, sorry.
I would look at it and say, you missed that opportunity because there's a bigger one on the horizon.
If one door closes, another door opens.
Right. So she taught me the whole opposite. So whenever I went at something, whatever it was, I would always say, whatever she would have thought, I want to think the opposite. And it was really good training.
It is good training.
I thank her for what she gave me. I wish she was still here, but that left me with an idea of where I don't want to be, so that I can make sure that I'm always a positive person, a positive force. And I mean,
YOLO. It is really YOLO in this situation. It's 100% YOLO. So, you and I have a special thing in common that you're not aware of, but I'm about to tell you right now. Aside from being men who live a very extremely free lifestyle in Asia, I tore my meniscus too last year. But I didn't do it as cool as you. I was retarded, I was fat, I'm still fat, quite still fat. Okay, I was fat then, and it was winter, and I didn't expect to be going out, and it was particularly cold that day, and I had bad circulation, so I had on long underwear, sweatpants, and jeans. It was very cold that day. At least I was feeling particularly cold. And I saw a man, and he was doing Michael Jackson dancing in the middle of the street. If you guys look it up,
your meniscus doing the moonwalk.
If you guys look up Loop It, Smoke It, Tkyosam, there's a video of exactly how it happened. And I basically did. You ever watch Rush Hour? Of course, you live in China. You know when he's like, yeah, and then he like twists his leg. He's like, well, I did that, and I flipped my leg, and then I was like twisting him a bunch.
Yeah, you were like, ow.
And basically, meniscus, when you tear it, it's like your leg feels like it popped out of the socket each fucking time. I had that for about a month or 2 months, and it was horrible. I was like immobile, I couldn't even fucking walk. So, props to you, man. We're meniscus brothers. Yeah, buddy.
I started my tour 3 times. The first time I got run over by a truck, and the camera was rolling the whole time, so if you want to see that, that's going to be an interesting video. The second time, I went with my buddy, and we were fully loaded, and I tore my meniscus. And when you tore your meniscus, did it feel like it was like dry rice in your knee? for me, it was just grinding. It was just, oh, it's horrible.
It felt good because I was drunk, or I didn't feel it because I was really drunk. And then when I came home afterwards, I was just like, that really hurts to get up. Like, it feels like I tore, like it literally felt like I popped my knee out of the socket. And I was like, what the fuck? It just literally felt like whenever I walked, and I feel like the knees are going, and then like, boom, and like just like pop out. And I was like, ah! And I went to go get x-rays and everything, and it was horrible. But the doctor, I went to physical therapy for like, actually I had that like.
Did you have endoscopic surgery, or did you?
No surgery, no intrusive surgery. Just luckily in Japan, to go if you have insurance to go to the chiropractor, it's only like $2 to $4 a session. So I had to go to those for about 16 sessions over the course of like a month to 3 months, I think. I can't remember exactly how long it took, but now it's almost completely fine. You know, I mean, I still don't ever want to try that again until I lose some weight, because and I definitely don't wear that many layers of pants anymore.
I had Everest just a few months away, so when I tore my meniscus, it was, I mean, I had a lot of money invested in that expedition, so I was not about to let that go, so I had to.
What did you do to fix it?
I just did a lot of therapy. They wanted to give me orthoscopic surgery, but I said no way.
No surgery. Yeah. The only man who cuts me up is me and Goofy over here. Ain't that right, Goofy? Fuck yeah, my nigga. Fuck yeah. Well, yeah, buddy. So I guess I like your name. I like it how you said in Japan they have a similar name. It's called Kaizen, and it literally means. I think they said that in The Last Samurai or something. Or no, not Last Samurai. It's maybe the Yakuza or one of the older American Japanese movies. Kaizen basically means to try better, a little better every single time you do something. And your Jayo is attempt. I like your quote. It said, "Attempt to be better than you think you can be."
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, my tagline is "Add fuel to life," because you're like whatever your fuel is. You know, everybody. Like for me, my fuel is video and travel. You know what I mean? So that's what motivates me. But whatever motivates you, put that into your life and make that work and make you successful, or whatever success is for you. And for me, you know, like Jayo is Jayo, you know, like you could make that fist maneuver and be like, that's what it means right there, motherfucker.
You're the best around, another day we're gonna keep it down, yeah. That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. Well, guys, I think that wraps up all my questions. That was a long ass fucking. That was good though. If you guys want to show some love, you go over to Jayo. Fucking, I'll links down below there, and just fucking go over to his most recent video. Fucking spam his videos with likes, and definitely go over there and do hashtag spray trooping and whatever else you want to do.
Let me know who you are.
Dave really does not like that, but we'll know that he came from me if you do spray trooping. So get over there and show him some love, and definitely, I mean, if you want to see the older version of what I'll probably be doing when that age and I want to get the fuck out of Japan and travel, that's what it's going to be. So get over there. Thanks so much for just being here while I smoke horrible cigarettes and get fat and drink. I'm happy that we could do this.
Yeah, cool, man.
That's good. Anyway, can I get stay black? Stay black, everybody.
Stay black.
That's right. Fuck yeah. Tuesday 9/11. What?